First race, 6 trotters. On gate approaching the start. Here they come. And they are off. It's Penn away the best. Little Town Girl is right there too, and Sombre is coming up on the inside to challenge Penn for the lead. Penn sprints away in front. Sombre is in the second position. Then it's Little Town Girl back into third. Just a Passenger is in fourth. Then we have KJ Diamond in fifth, and Triple T Swinger is the trailer. And going off stride is Sombre. Sombre off stride as they make their way down the Woodstock backstretch for the first time today. Penn and Tyler Sheehan take them through an opening quarter in 29-3. Past the Comfort and they go. Little Town Girl is in second. Just a Passenger is third. Triple T Swinger up into fourth. Sombre is back into fifth. And KJ Diamond can see them all as they make their way past the flagpole with just over a lap to go. Tyler Sheehan and Penn lead by a length and a half. Little Town Girl in the second position. Then it's 2 back to Just a Passenger. Length and a half back to Triple T Swinger. 3 back to Sombre. And 4 back to KJ Diamond. The half mile on the board. 1 minute 1 and 2/5 seconds. It's all Penn still in front. Been that way since the dispatch. Little Town Girl is in second. Then it's Just a Passenger in the third position. Sombre is back into fourth. Triple T Swinger is in fifth. And KJ Diamond has trailed throughout as they make their way down the backstretch. One last time this race. It's Penn in front, but he's being challenged by Just a Passenger, and Dr. Scott Woogan is telling Just a Passenger it's go time. 3/4 on the board, 131-4. Penn trying to repel the challenge from Just a Passenger. Then it's Little Town Girl back in third, Triple T Swinger in fourth, Sombre fifth, and KJ Diamond can see them all. But it's still Penn has led throughout. Just a Passenger in the second position. Little Town Girl on the inside third. They're into the stretch. Tyler Sheehan kicking away with Penn. Just a Passenger coming up with one final lunge, but Penn will take the Palm Sunday opener. Just a Passenger was second, then came Little Town Girl, Sombre, Triple T Swinger, KJ Diamond, 2 minutes, 4/5. Second race, 7 pacers, first pace of the afternoon, approaching the start, and here they come. They're off, and Blue Ashes gets away to a good start. Cool Breeze is being hustled on the inside by Billy Carter, and Opal's on Fire is in the third position. Racing in fourth is Leroy's Skippin' School, then it's Rock Rules in fifth, followed by Lucky Major in sixth, and Gibberish is at the tail of the field. So William Carter and Blue Ashes lead his dad Billy and Cool Breeze down the back stretch. Opal's on Fire is in the second position. Here's Rock Rules to make a sweeping move on the outside to challenge for the lead. Opening quarter on the board, 28-4. It's Blue Ashes and Rock Rules. Rock Rules now up into the second position. Cool Breeze is back into third, followed by Opal's on Fire in fourth. Then it's Lucky Major in the sixth position. Blue Ashes, or rather Gibberish, as the trailer. They make their way past the stands and the fans. Just over a lap to go. It's a 2-horse race between Blue Ashes and Rock Rules. Rock Rules narrowly in front, half on the board, 57-4. Then we have Cool Breeze, Opal's on Fire. Then in the fifth position is Leroy's Skippin' School, followed by Lucky Major and Gibberish. Can still see them all. They make their way onto the backstretch. Blue Ashes has reclaimed the lead, but Rock Rules is really challenging him this afternoon and now puts a head in front as they make their way down the backstretch. Opal's on Fire has gone off stride. Opal's on Fire off stride. 3/4 on the board, 127-3. They make their way into the far turn. Blue Ashes now putting a head in front from Rock Rules. And Cool Breeze is in the third position. Up into fourth is Leroy Skippin' School as they make their way past the flagpole and turning for home. It's Blue Ashes still in front. Rock Rules is in second. Then on the inside in third is Cool Breeze. Cool Breeze looking for some room on the inside. It's Blue Ashes still in front. Late charge from Rock Rules. Cool Breeze and William Carter to win it. Tight for second between Cool Breeze, Rock Rules, and Lucky Major was fourth, 158-2. Third race, 7 pacers on gate approaching the start, and here they come. They're off from the inside. It's Thania. And Todd Warren straight to the front. Gold Star Baron is on the inside in the second position. Now up to take third is Lord Willoughby A, followed in the fourth position as they make their way onto the backstretch by Never Easy Z-Tam. Then it's Spirit Shadow, Midnight Zen, and the trailer is right there, right now, as they make their way onto the backstretch. Thania took them through an opening quarter in 27 and 4. Then it's Gold Star Baron in the second position. Past the comfort, and they go. It's Lord Willoughby A in third. Never Easy Z-Tam is in fourth. Spirit Shadow on the inside, fifth. And Midnight Zen back in the seventh. One over from right there, right now, who is in last right now as they come past the stands and the fans with just over one lap to go. Thania continues to show the way. Lord Willoughby A is up into third. Half mile on the board, 57 seconds flat. Gold Star Baron back into the third position. Never Easy Z-Tam continues to stalk in fourth, followed in fifth by Spirit Shadow. Then it's Midnight Zen, or rather right there right now in sixth, and Midnight Zen can now see them all as they make their way onto the backstretch for the final time this race. It's still Thania in front. Lord Willoughby A is in second. Now third, Gold Star Baron up into the second position. Making a sweeping move on the outside is Spirit Shadow. 3/4 on the board, 127 and 1. Around the far turn, Thania has to hold off Spirit Shadow, who has made a sweeping move on the outside. Gold Star Baron is back into the third position as they make their way to the top of the stretch. Thania looking to lead them, dispatch to finish. Spirit Shadow making a move on the outside, and then it's Gold Star Baron in third, coming inside the final strides. Thania, late charge, Spirit Shadow, here's the finish. Thania, looks like Thania, held off Spirit Shadow in 157 and 1. Fourth race, 8 pacers on gate approaching the start, and here they come. Baltimore Jack N is off stride at the dispatch. The rest of them sent on their way. And Make America Great is in front. Skyful of Lighters is up into the second position. Racing in third is Tarragon, followed by Pointsman in fourth. Then in the fifth position is RN Nate. Racing in sixth is Uncle Cy. Uncle Cy actually going off stride. Fighting Terror is in the sixth position as they make their way onto the backstretch with Tarragon and Archie Buford to take them through an opening quarter in 28 and 1. Racing in the second position is Make America Great, followed by RN Nate in third as they make their way into turn number 2 of 4. Skyful of Lighters is back into the fourth position. Then it's Uncle Cy in fifth. Racing in sixth is Finding Terror. And at the tail of the field is Baltimore Jack N as they come past the stands and the fans with just over one lap to go. It's Tarragon through a half mile in 58 and 4. Make America Great is second. RN Nate is in fourth. Skyful of Lights is in the fourth position. And then it's Pointsman in fifth. Finding Terror is in sixth. Uncle Cy is in seventh. And Baltimore Jack N is on the other side of the clubhouse turn as the rest of them make their way down the backstretch one last time this race. Tarragon continues to lead. Make America Great is mounting up a challenge, and on the far outside, Skyful of Lights and Pointsman is up into the fourth position. 3/4, 129 and 2. They make their way into the far turn. It's all Tarragon and Make America Great coming up with one final lunge. And Make America Great is making a move on the outside. Tarragon is in second, but it's Tarragon and Make America Great in a huge battle as they come into the final strides. Make America Great narrowly in front, tells the rest of the field, "You fired." Tarragon was second, Skyful of Lighters was third, followed by Pointsman, Finding Terror, RN Nate, Uncle Cy. Fifth race pacers on gate approaching the start. Here they come. They're off. Excellent dispatch for them all, and there goes Hulu and Corey Braden to the front. Bet on Blake and Sporty Dragon are right there too as they make their way into turn number 1 with Todd Warren and Sporty Dragon duking it out with Bet on Blake, and Bet on Blake will take the lead. Hulu's in the second position. Gotti is off stride. Gotti has gone off stride as they make their way onto the backstretch. In the fourth position is Dismissal Slip. Racing in fifth is Rockin' Cowboy. Tiger's Way is in 6th. P.H. Kenny is in 7th. And Gotti trails through an opening quarter in 28 seconds flat. John Wagner and Bet on Blake take him past the Comfort Inn in front, with Sporty Dragon in the 2nd position. Hulu and Corey Braden stalking in 3rd. Dismissal Slip now up into the 4th position as they make their way into the stretch with just over 1 lap to go. And Bet on Blake will show them the way. Sporty Dragon is up in the 2nd position. Hulu is in 3rd. Then it's Dismissal Slip in 4th. Rockin' Cowboy is 5th. Tiger's Way is in 6th. Gotti is 7th. And P.H. Kenny can now see them all. The half mile on the board in 57 and 4/5 seconds. Midway around turn 3 of 4. And Bet on Blake now being challenged by Hulu. Sporty Dragon is in the 3rd position. Dismissal Slip is in 4th. Rockin' Cowboy up into 5th. Tiger's Way is in 6th. Then it's Gotti back on stride in the 7th position. And P.H. Kenny is the trailer. 3/4 up on the board, 1 minute 27 and 2. Bet on Blake and Hulu duking it out. Dismissal Slip is making a move, and Sporty Dragon is looking for some room in the middle as they make their way on the far turn. It's Bet on Blake in front. Late charge from Dismissal Slip as they come to the top of the stretch. Bet on Blake and Sporty Dragon the top 2. Hulu beginning to tire, but it's Bet on Blake in front. Bet on Blake, late charge, Sporty Dragon coming down to the finish. Looks like Sporty Dragon got up in time to beat Bet on Blake, followed by Dismissal Slip, 156 and 4. Sixth race. Trotters on gate. Field of 5 for our open trot. And here they come. They're off. Creekside Pete and Corey Braden on their toes. Vulcan Hanover is coming up to challenge 2. Louis is in the 3rd position. Archibald back in 4th. And DW's Revenge can see them all. So it's going to be Creekside Pete and Vulcan Hanover to battle it out. Now they're pulling away. It's a neck-and-neck battle between Vulcan Hanover and Creekside Pete. Racing in the 3rd position, about 8 lengths back, is Louis. Then it's 3 back to Archibald, another 3 back to DW's Revenge. The opening quarter on the board, 27 and 2. Creekside Pete and Vulcan Hanover continue to battle as they make their way through the 2nd turn. Creekside Pete is pulling away by 1.5 lengths. Vulcan Hanover, who is no stranger to the Shenandoah Downs winner circle, is in the 2nd position. Louis has gone off stride. Louis and Archibald are off stride as they make their way past the stands and the fans with just over 1 lap to go. Creekside Pete and Corey Braden continue to show the way. Took them through a half mile in 58 and 3. Vulcan Hanover up in the 2nd position. DW's Revenge now in 3rd. Louis is back on stride and back into the 4th position. And Archibald can see them all as they make their way through turn number 3. So it's Creekside Pete. He's led since the dispatch. Vulcan Hanover has been stalking throughout since the dispatch. DW's Revenge is now up into the 3rd position. Louis is far back in 4th. And just making his way onto the backstretch now is Archibald. The rest of them are passing 3/4. 1 minute 29 and 2/5 seconds. Past the Comfort Inn they go. It's all Creekside Pete still in front. Vulcan Hanover is in the 2nd position. DW's Revenge is now making a move up into 3rd and begins to close, but Creekside Pete is pulling away. They're into the stretch. It's all Creekside Pete still in front. Vulcan Hanover looking for room on the inside to challenge, but Creekside Pete and Corey Braden will take them start to finish. DW's Revenge up for 2nd. Vulcan Hanover faded back into 3rd. Then came Louis and Archibald, 159 and 2. Dr. Butch goes on gate for the final time in his career, along with 5 other competitors in our featured event, the Open Pace. Here they come. And there they go. A little thunder down under, and Shane Adam get away to good starts. Dr. Butch is going to settle back in the 5th position, and going off stride is Sea of Life. Sea of Life is off stride as they make their way onto the backstretch for the first time this race. It's Shane Adam and High Street Corridor, the top 2. Dr. Butch is in the 3rd position. High Street Corridor is now rather 3rd. Shane Adam is in the 2nd position. Then it's Ideal Big Guy through an opening quarter on the board, 27 and 3. And absolutely last is Sea of Life as they make their way past the Comfort Inn. A little thunder down under. Here's High Street Corridor and Fern Paquette Jr. making a move on the outside to take the lead. Then it's Shane Adam in the third position. Dr. Butch is in fourth and waiting for the go from Billy Carter. Ideal Big Guy is in the fourth position, and just making his way past the flagpole is Sea of Life. Past the stands and the fans, 1 lap to go, half mile on the board in 57 and 3. Shane Adam and Todd Warren now take the lead from High Street Corridor, who is back into the second position. A little thunder down under is in third, and Billy Carter is asking Dr. Butch for more, but he is tiring and is now fifth. Ideal Big Guy up into the fourth position as they make their way down the backstretch. The final time this race, Shane Adam being challenged by a little thunder down under. 3/4 on the board. 1 minute, 26 seconds flat. High Street Corridor is in third. Archie Buford and Ideal Big Guy begin to make a move, now shifting to the inside as they make their way into the far turn. Then it's Dr. Butch in the fifth position and tiring to close out his career as they come to the top of the home stretch. High Street Corridor, a little thunder down under. Late charge from Shane Adam. But as they come to the finish, a little thunder down under. Here's Ideal Big Guy on the inside. Ideal Big Guy, a little thunder down under High Street Corridor. 3-way photo for win. 8th race, 8 pacers on gate approaching the start. And here they come. And they're off. Set on Cruise Control makes a good move, and Matt's Choice is up on the inside to take the lead. Set on Cruise Control back into the second position. Then it's a stud named Sam in third. Racing in the fourth position is Ideal Perfect 10. Back in fifth is Danish Diligence. Racing in sixth is Freddy's Faves, followed by Maurice, and the trailer is Stenning A as they make their way onto the backstretch. Set on Cruise Control. Cruises through an opening quarter mile in 28 seconds flat. Matt's Choice is in the second position. Ideal Perfect 10 is in third. A stud named Sam is in fourth as they make their way through the far turn. And here's Ideal Perfect 10 and John Wagner with a sweeping move on the outside to take the lead from Set on Cruise Control. Racing in third is Matt's Choice. A stud named Sam is back into fourth. Danish Diligence is in fifth. Freddy's Faves is in sixth. Maurice is in seventh. And Stenning A can see them all through a half mile on the board in 56 and 1/5 seconds. Into the turn they go. Ideal Perfect 10 and Set on Cruise Control are now in a battle for supremacy. Racing in the third position is Matt's Choice. Matt's Choice is now up into the second position. Set on Cruise Control back into fourth. A stud named Sam is up into third as they make their way down the backstretch the final time. And Maurice is up into the fifth position. 3/4 on the board. 126 and 3. They pass the Comfort Inn. It's Ideal Perfect 10 in front. Set on Cruise Control is second. And here is Maurice and Matt's Choice as they make their way to the top of the stretch. Stud named Sam is right there too. But it's still Ideal Perfect 10 and John Wagner in front. A stud named Sam is up into second. Coming up on the inside is Set on Cruise Control, but as they come down to the line, Ideal Perfect 10 holds off a stud named Sam for victory. Set on Cruise Control was second. Then came Freddy Faves, Maurice, Matt's Choice, Danish Diligence. 9th race, 7 pacers on gate approaching the start. Here they come. And they're off and pacing in the 9th. Uncle Cause and Manticipation get away to good starts. Do Ya Think is going to stalk in the third position. American Sombrero is in fourth. Then it's Leave and Roll in the fifth position, followed by Night Sky in sixth. And Sugar Plum Blue Chip can see them all as they make their way onto the backstretch. Uncle Cause and Tyler Sheehan show them the way. Do Ya Think is in the second position. Manticipation is in third. Then it's American Sombrero in fourth through an opening quarter on the board in 29 seconds flat. Past the Comfort Inn, they go. Leave and Roll is in the fifth position. Night Sky remains in sixth. Sugar Plum Blue Chip at the tail of the field as they're midway through turn number 2 and begin the single file procession past the stands and the fans. Uncle Cause and Tyler Sheehan continue to lead. Do Ya Think is in the second position. Up to take third is American Sombrero. Manticipation is back into fourth. The half mile on the board in 58 and 4. Leave and Roll is up in the 5th position and continuing to move. Night Sky is in 6th. Sugar Plum Blue Chip is the trailer. Into the turn they go. It's American Sombrero who is coming up to challenge Uncle Cause for the lead. Uncle Cause and American Sombrero are neck and neck, nose and nose down the back stretch, with Do You Think in the 2nd position, and Manticipation is in 3rd. American Sombrero puts ahead in front through 3 quarters in 1 minute 27 and 2/5 seconds. American Sombrero and Uncle Cause duke it out. Uncle Cause reclaims the lead from American Sombrero as they make their way around the final turn. Do You Think is in the 2nd position. Leave and Roll is up into 4th. They make their way to the top of the home stretch. Uncle Cause and American Sombrero duke it out. Coming up on the inside is Do Ya Think. But as they come inside the final strides, Uncle Cause and Do Ya Think. Uncle Cause holds off Do You Think. American Sombrero got up there too. 1:57 flat. 10th race, 7 pacers. On gate approaching a start. Beautiful Sunday afternoon in the Shenandoah Valley. Here they come. And they are racing. Skyway Billy gets away to a good start, but up to challenge early on as they make their way through turn number 1 is Milady Denver A. And it's Oh Look At You on the outside in 3rd. Inside Queen Kendall in 4th. Then it's KJ Michael Gary racing in 5th, followed in 6th by Memory Dream. And Pansformative is at the tail of the field as they make their way down the backstretch. Skyway Billy and Todd Warren will take them through an opening quarter in 28 and 4/5 seconds. Milady Denver and Fern Paquette Jr. now take the lead as they pass the Comfort Inn. Skyway Billy is in the 2nd position. Then it's Queen Kendall in 3rd. Racing in the 4th position now. Up to the 3rd is Oh Look At You as they make their way single file into the stretch with just over a lap to go. Milady Denver A is in front. Skyway Billy is in 2nd, followed by Oh Look At You in 3rd. Queen Kendall 4th. Outside 5th, Memory Dream. Inside 6th, Pansformative. And Pansformative can see them all through a half. 1 minute, 4/5. Milady Denver A and Skyway Billy still the top 2. Here comes a sweeping move on the far outside from the 5-horse Memory Dream and John Wagner. And Memory Dream is beginning to challenge Skyway Billy for 2nd billing. Milady Denver A through 3 quarters, 1 minute 30 and 3/5 seconds. It's Skyway Billy now in 3rd. Memory Dream is up into 2nd. Oh Look At You is in the 4th position. Then it's Queen Kendall back in 5th. Skyway Billy, or rather KJ Michael Gary and Pansformative, they're into the stretch. It's all Milady Denver A and Fern Paquette Jr., the 2022 leading rider, has to hold off Skyway Billy. Skyway Billy, one final lunge. Milady Denver A and Skyway Billy down to the line together in the 10th at Shenandoah, 1:59 and 4. Penultimate race of the afternoon at Shenandoah Downs. 6 pacers are on gate approaching the start. Here they come. They're off. Incredible Case gets away to a good start. Mr. Nut Nice is up to challenge, and also on the inside is Lion's Pride. Far outside 4th is Despicto Lou, followed by You Bet I Rock in the 2nd position, rather 5th. And Wakizashi Dragon can see them all as they're single file down the backstretch for the first time this race. Incredible Case and Archie Buford lead by a length and a half. Mr. Nut Nice is in the 2nd position, length and a quarter back to Lion's Pride. Another length and a quarter back to Despicto Lou, opening quarter on the board, 29 and 3. Then it's 2.5 back to You Bet I Rock, and then half a length back to Wakizashi Dragon as they pass the Comfort Inn. Into the 2nd turn they go. Incredible Case continues to show the way, has done so since the dispatch. Mr. Nut Nice is in the 2nd position. Then it's Lion's Pride in 3rd, Despicto Lou in 4th. Wakizashi Dragon is up into the 5th position. And You Bet I Rock at the tail of the field. Here's Lion's Pride and Nick Rowland to pass Incredible Case with 1 lap to go and take the lead. Half mile on the board, 1 minute, 2/5. Mr. Nut Nice back into the 3rd position. Despicto Lou is in 4th. You Bet I Rock back into the 5th position, and Wakizashi Dragon is back trailing as they make their way onto the backstretch one last time this race. Lion's Pride and Nick Rowland are being challenged by Mr. Nut and Nice, sweeping move up on the outside by Jamal Denson to take second. Incredible Case is back into third, 3/4 on the board, 1 minute 30 and 2. Then it's Despicto Lou in fourth, past the Comfort Inn they go. You Bet I Rock is fifth, and Wakizashi Dragon is showing no interest around the far turn. It's a 2-horse race between Lion's Pride and Mr. Nut and Nice, but Lion's Pride is pulling away as they make their way to the top of the stretch. It's Lion's Pride and Nick Rowland in front. Mr. Nut and Nice second best. Incredible Case and Despicto Lou with a late charge. Lion's Pride drawing away to win. Then came Mr. Nut and Nice. Despicto Lou got up for third. Then it was You Bet I Rock, Incredible Case, and Wakizashi Dragon. 1 minute 59. And Pacers on gate for the 12th and final race this Palm Sunday 2023. And here they come. And they're away. Twist Knot gets away to a good start. Rockin' Spree is up in the 2nd position, and on the inside is Slippin' the Clutch. Hey Siri is in 4th, and the trailer is Gray Rocket as they make their way onto the back stretch. It's Rockin' Spree and John Wagner to take the lead from Twist Knot, who is back into the 2nd position. Then it's Slippin' the Clutch racing in 3rd. Twist Knot reclaims the lead from Rockin' Spree, the opening quarter on the board, in 28 and 2. Twist Knot passes the Comfort Inn in front from Rockin' Spree in the 2nd position. Slippin' the Clutch up into 3rd. Hey Siri back into the 4th position. And Gray Rocket is the trailer as they pass the flagpole and begin that single file formation. Rockin' Spree, Twist Knot in front from Rockin' Spree in the 2nd position. So pretty much unchanged as they can pass the stands and the fans with just over a lap to go. The half mile on the board, 58 and 4/5 seconds. They make their way into turn 3 of 4. Twist Knot continues to lead under David Ingram over Rockin' Spree in the 2nd position. Up into 3rd is Slippin' the Clutch. Hey Siri back into 4th. And now Gray Rocket is beginning to make a move on the outside from last. He is 5th as they make their way onto the backstretch. It's Twist Knot still in front. Up to take 3rd now is Slippin' the Clutch, who is challenging for the 2nd position. 3/4, 1:28 and 4. Past the Comfort Inn the final time this weekend they go. It's Twist Knot still in front. Rockin' Spree is in the 2nd position and pulling away from Slippin' the Clutch in 3rd. Hey Siri is 4th, and Gray Rocket trails. Here they come spinning out of the turn. It's all Twist Knot in front. Twist Knot is beginning to draw away, and Rockin' Spree is right there too, but Twist Knot and David Ingram will take the Palm Sunday finale over Rockin' Spree 2nd, Slippin' the Clutch 3rd. Gray Rocket got up for 4th. Hey Siri was 5th in 1 minute 57